So, last part, I had to leave the house. I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll just keep going when I get back. I come back, and there's no save option. So, I literally have to go back and fucking do everything. Oh my god. Right, so this time we've gotten to here. So we're just going to see what happens with the dialogue, and then click on that little pool of blood thing. I think these were my stats last time. I might be wrong. So, another dead end. I think I intimidated someone. I can't remember what it was though. No, there must be a hidden switch here. Maybe on the walls? Sky. No way. We were so close. The magical jewel, the hidden door. Sky, please. No, please. One last time. Please, Ada. This can't be it. Okay, so we missed like bugger all. Wonderful. Okay, awesome. Back to where we were. Your friend is lucky. If it was a full-grown incubus, she could have slept for years. Here, this should wake her up. Will she wake up now? This is all my fault. It is all your fault. Well done for admitting that, though. In a few moments. Oh my god. Count Dracula had an emo son, didn't he? Alucard all over again. She will probably have a terrible nightmare, though. You should have been more careful. Never touch an incubus. They could trap you in an eternal nightmare of your worst fears. I didn't have any choice. That was literally the only place I could go and touch in that room. We aren't exactly scholars. I'm sorry, Tilly, right? And Xander. Xander. He's called Alexander. Whatever. The carvings are Dwarven Till. I know. I told you. So your sleeping friend here, she flew, you said. Flew? Yes, and her eyes were glowing too. Okay, I remember what we were talking about. Then the ground started shaking, and the secret entrance opened. So what happened to the gem and the statue? I don't know, they just vanished. Why are you here anyways? Stuff. Why are you here? Stuff. Oh, I'm awake now. You idiot! Maybe I shouldn't have woken up. What were you thinking touching that thing? Many things. I don't remember, but it must have been something like, oh, a weird-looking black liquid. I should touch it. Still joking, one day you will die because of your clever mouth, and if Tilly and Xander weren't here, you would have died. I must point out, considering so many people have suggested this game, the storytelling is somewhat lackluster. Do tell me it gets better, right? Oh, thank you for, saving my life. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's as casual as that. All right, Xander said you probably had a terrible nightmare. Yeah, it was about the first day we met. I looked up and saw your terrifying face and I just knew, oh god! Probably not. Sky knew the look on Ada's face. She didn't want to talk about it. She never wanted to talk about the day they met. Finding her covered in blood with deadly wounds. If her father wasn't a very talented medic, she would have died. So then, shall we go, Till? Why are you staring at me? Why is she staring at me? It's the hair, isn't it? You look like a noble. Ada... Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on! People played this and thought, wow, this is incredible. It's coded fantastically. Although half the time, the words don't fit in the speech bubble. Ugh. Ada was surprised. Almost everybody she met probably thought the same thing, but never brave enough to ask about it. I'll make that brighter so you can see it easier. She did look like a noble with her silver hair after all, but not even Sky has ever talked about it. 6 years, no one ever had enough confidence. No one knew her well enough to... fuck you, whatever. Well, I'm not. Half noble, but that doesn't make any sense. They aren't known to have human partners. I don't know. I never knew my parents. Hey, Tilly, not to interrupt or anything, but it might be a good idea not to piss off a race usually known to be cold-blood killers. Just say, have you seen yourself? Whatever. That is something you would whisper. You wouldn't just say drop it. You would say it like that. You would have to stipulate that they are cold-blooded killers. That's really clever. Well done them. That's weird. You may look like a noble, but you don't feel like one. Thank you. So can we go now? I saved your life. At least tell us why you were here. Here we go. Fair enough. We were looking for a map. To the Old Kingdom, I assume. Why would you be looking in a place that doesn't even exist? Did that say what I think it does? Oh, well, we can't go back and see, but whatever. Sky here thinks it exists. I am here just for the fun and the occasional life-threatening situations. I fucking hate people who quip in these situations. This is like, no, you'd be terrified because you nearly died and you dreamt of one of the most horrible moments which you haven't dared to speak to about. Is there anyone else about in 6 years? You're like, oh no, but I must get back to quipping now. Quip, quip, quip. Whatever. Grumble, grumble, grumble. You are standing on it. On what? The map. When Ada looked down, she could barely see the drawn map all over the floor. It was so vague, if Tilly didn't mention it, it could be easily overlooked as a texture on the stone floor. Spy the old kings. Well, that doesn't look very portable. So, why are you here? Research. You know us dwarves aren't exactly known for our talent in arcane arts. I actually didn't know that. I feel there's a lot of exposition happening. There's not any story happening. Yes, but this is a dwarven temple, the structure and the stones used in the building. And how did you enter the hidden tunnel? Well, first there was this huge quake, and then I flew a little. Then you flew a little. It was the magical jewel. Think about it. What was the magical jewel doing in an old dwarven temple? In Valon, nonetheless. I know I can't answer these questions, nobody can. Except the old kingdom itself, so we are now looking for the same thing. So wait, how come nobody ever opened this tunnel again? The grammatical errors are killing me. The jewel must have been some kind of lock. Then how come when I removed it, the hidden entrance opened? Something about you must have triggered the magic in the jewel. I'm wondering about that myself. I thought maybe you being a noble have something to do with it. Would have something to do with it. They say the nobles originally come from the old kingdom itself. That's why I'm so bored. Just get on with the story. Christ. Like, I couldn't give a fuck. Get to interesting stuff. That's why they are called nobles. They were all used to be noble families on the old kingdom. Right, so according to the legends, it's a city built by humans, dwarves and elves together, but was very advanced in the arcane arts. Even mages were common back then. Right, thank you for the history lessons, that was very kind of you. All I'm saying, since we are looking for the same place, we should team up. What? We can find our next target in my mother's journals. Well, let's go to camp and rest. We can leave for the valley in the morning. I guess we don't have a say in this. No. Good, okay, there's something there. I read that last bit very quickly because I was getting sick of it. So, you just cut a slight piece from the tip of its tail. So, the only alchemist I've ever known is my father, and he never tells me anything about poisonous arrows. Right, it can be pretty dangerous, though. If you don't know how to handle the poison, it can paralyze you for days. That is, generally speaking, a bad thing. Well, at least Sky looks pretty interested. Are you okay? You look a bit pale. You were in that nightmare for a while. Have you seen your face? It's the same cut. Yeah, flying and then falling into a nightmare trap wasn't exactly entertaining. And I'm hungry. Did you just smile? Look at that. I didn't know you Moonies could smile. Normally we rarely do, but I am a mage. So mages are what? Constantly smiling optimistic people? That question is so dumb. That hurts my brain. What? Mages have 10 times stronger emotions than any magic. How come you don't know about any? How come you don't know about any of this? Is it common knowledge? I wasn't taught much. You know, the whole hiding from constantly being hunted down part doesn't exactly let you sit and learn anything other than survival. I see. Well, there is not much to learn. I'm like any other moon elf. Well, plus exaggerated emotions and magic. Oh my god, it's so boring. It's just exposition. It's not even character building. Because they're not doing anything with the characters. The characters are just explaining other things which happen constantly. These aren't normal conversations. You need to weave exposition into the narrative. Forgive me for saying that, but you don't look very emotional. I mean, you can always have the same face. Forgive me for always having the same face. No, I mean, I think I ate too much face. What? I don't have that face. You do have that face. I don't have that face. Just joking. What if it's stuck that way? Is there any magic to fix faces? Haha, very funny. Right, okay, there's other things here. Look, there's 3. It's not particularly difficult, is it? It was already getting dark once the group reached the camp, but Ida was feeling rather annoyed. Something didn't feel right. Call it the noble blood in her veins, or her highly developed sense of danger over the years of hiding. It was getting cold and silent, more than it should have been. Wait, something is not right. I feel death. Father, Sky, wait. Oh, the dramatic music! It's really quiet. Apart from all those things which are still being really loud. The emotional bond I had to these characters. My heart is gripped. It's not. This is ridiculous. Cal, clean shot to the head. Whoever did this was no amateur. Clean shot to the head. It's in fucking This was brutal. They didn't even give him a chance to fight back. Why would they? May your souls find their way to the Arani brothers. It doesn't matter what I said to them. Okay. Where's the father? Is there anything I can click on? Rabbit? No? Oh, here. Why did they take like 5 books? And a quill. Oh no, okay, the quill's there, so is the hourglass. Why? Who would do this? I don't know, Sky. Please, Ada, I want to be alone for a while. I can't. Please, not now. Please, not now. Giggle. Wait, where are the journals? Sky, your mother's journals are gone. Why would anyone want my mother's journals? Oh, fucking take a guess. Someone else is looking for the Old Kingdom too. That doesn't make any sense. Nobody knew about her journals except us. Now, again, I've seen this happen before. You come back to a camp and everyone dies, but there's supposed to be some character building, so when you come back, you give a fuck that they're dead. Not one was silent, 2 brothers lied to each other, and 1 didn't say much. And then we fucked off. Like, it's hardly gripping. Ada, I'm so sorry. Sky's father, is he? Yeah. He is a diabetic. He's not dead. Xander and I moved the bodies away from the camp for now, for I'm not familiar with human customs. Yeah, I think Sky should decide what to do with them. I am not exactly human. Ada, can I talk to you? I think I might know who's behind this. Of course you do. Who? Well, I'm not sure, but the way they were killed, with 1 single arrow to the head, it looks like the Eagles. But there weren't any arrows in their heads. That... Eagles? I suppose it's not the bird kind. Yeah, that is a good moment to say that. They were the gang behind the annihilation of the Night Order around the time your old king died, dividing them into groups one day with anonymous tips about a certain illegal deal going on at night and attack the outpost once the groups were out. Nobody expected a gang to attack the Night Order so openly, but they were organised. They weren't just brute mercenaries, they were professional archers. They weren't a big deal before the attack. Now that the Order is gone, they are practically running Northcliff. How'd you know all this? Tilly and I had a small run-in with them a few years back. It wasn't pretty. And you gathered all of that information from them attacking you. I don't get how that works out though, don't worry. This is bad. Why would the Eagles be here? Sky's mother's journals are missing. They contained information about the old entrance to the Old Kingdom. Ada, these people are really dangerous and bad. They can't have that information. They can never find the Old Kingdom. Why would they be looking for it? In the Old Kingdom, they practice necromancy. A few years ago, they found us for what they called a magical research. Turns out the research was about necromancy itself. When we understood what it was about, we ran. I guess they didn't like you running away. No, they didn't care about us, actually, but Tilly here took all their resources and the collected information with her. And that they cared about. Fucking happy, considering we're around a camp of people who have all just died. Spiders, honest question. Even if you're a fan of this game and you loved it, does this get any better? Honestly, be honest. Does it get any better, or is this it? Was it written by a 13-year-old? Does it get any better? It just...